J. Cole is a more talented artist than Drake and deserves just as much, if not more, praise than him. Not only has he been in the game for virtually the same amount of time, but he can produce as well, not just record music. Today we'll talk about some rare history of the American rapper. The first thing is the fact that he had a tough rejection from Jay-Z. Obviously that must be hard, especially when you consider other rappers like Drake getting signed by Lil Wayne and Travis getting signed by Kanye. But for J. Cole, at first he did not have that fortune, initially getting rejected by one of his biggest heroes. J. Cole first met Jay-Z in the year of 2006, rocked up as +1 to a party, wearing a shirt that read "Produced for Jay-Z or Die Trying." Jay-Z walked right past him, not noticing him or his shirt. Later on at age 17, Cole stood outside Jay-Z's studio with a ready-made CD for a few good hours in the pouring rain, waiting for a chance to steal Jay-Z away and give him his work. When Jay-Z finally came out, he gave Cole an abrupt cold shoulder, "I don't want this," and gave poor J. Cole the tape back. Years later, he got signed to Jay-Z's label, Roc Nation. The next fact is that in 2013, J. Cole did a tour for $1 admission. Tickets were sold at small concert halls on a first-come, first-served basis. Each venue location remained undisclosed until Cole released a sneaky tweet just a few short hours before his show began. He wanted fans to understand that you can accomplish your dreams even if you were down to your last dollar. Making no immediate money off the tour, J. Cole gained lifelong results, obtaining incredible fans that have been notoriously loyal throughout the length of his music career. Next up is the fact that he used to rock the violin. Despite being a very successful modern hip-hop rapper, the artist did used to play a more classical instrument back in the day. In the 5th grade, playing right through to the 12th grade, became the first chair violinist at Terry Sanford Orchestra. He's exclaimed he could play both the Mission Impossible and Batman theme songs. This is something we need to see, so let's hope he does a violin solo feature before he sets out to retire as a rapper. Cole has always had musical bones in his body, beginning writing songs at just the age of 15. Another rare bit of history about this man is that his diploma got delayed because of an overdue library book. J. Cole attended St. John's University Queen's campus on an academic scholarship. He graduated in 2007 with an impressive 3.8 GPA and a recognition of honors in communication and business. But perhaps what you may not have known is that he didn't receive his actual diploma until late 2015, a whole 8 years later, admitting it was because he owed money on an overdue library book. J. Cole himself actually said, quote, "If you have any outstanding fees, that translates to money. There's a price associated with it. I never paid, that's why I didn't have my degree." The next fact is that in his early days, Cole got paid to skate in a kangaroo costume. Now most people's first jobs aren't the most exciting, not the most interesting, and they don't really live long in the memory, and for J. Cole, it's a very similar kind of thing. Working at a gig at an ice skating rink that demanded he rock a full kangaroo costume. Can't really imagine this Donnie just skating around wearing that kind of thing. It must be too hot and awkward just wearing that all the time. But sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. A lot of people, usually when they're teenagers, do get these kind of jobs just working at different venues. The penultimate bit of history is that J. Cole used to go by the name Blazer and then it was Therapist. The name Therapist is a bit more understandable as he's kind of acted as one to his listeners over the length of his music career. His music is therapeutic and very soothing at times, but his whole rap legacy and reputation would be hella different if he continued to go under the name Blazer. He graduated of sorts from Therapist to J. Cole when he decided Therapist sounded like a professional wrestler. He later changed his rap identity officially to J. Cole, inspired by a childhood nickname from his school friends. The last fact is that he received a life intervention from his friend. In the accompanying documentary to his recent album release, The Off-Season, Cole tells us of the intervention he received at a party by his friends as they questioned him about what the hell he was doing with his rap career. This was a massive turning point for J. Cole and gave him the fire he needed to start hustling for that long-term goal. He set himself daily drills, writing a bunch of lyrics every single morning in order to improve his creative flow. He called the album The Off-Season in light of this catalyzing event, as he realized you've got to put in the work in the season and off to get the result that he did.